as you can see, my drawing from earlier went through paper because I added marker to it. That is the finished sketch from my building up a drawing video. That was the thumbnail we drew earlier. And now I'm just going to do some, well, facial construction instruction. When you're drawing faces or the head in general, a lot of times people will start with the ball method. So you draw a ball, and you draw a stick in the middle of it. About at the 3/4 mark, or 1/3 mark of the ball, sorry. I know math. You draw a line, and that's basically your eye line. Usually the bottom of the ball is the nose line, and then you decide the length in here of the chin, divide those two portions in half, and you can get where your lips are gonna go. And then you just build your jaw in. This is an okay method if you're more skilled at drawing and understand where proportions go and face shapes and all that kind of crap. But for beginning artists, this can be a little daunting. They don't understand, or not understand, but they don't know the proportions and where you should place certain line marks. So for this technique, I'd say it's a little bit more advanced. Just place the nose a little bit, the lips in there. A good method, a very good method, and I learned this one in school. Sorry, I'm shaking my phone everywhere. Is to draw a box. Draw a rectangle, divide it in half lengthwise, and you divide it in half vertically, horizontally, vertically. And then you can place the cranium either at the half point or a little bit lower. And then you have the bottom of your jaw, so from the halfway, you bring that in. If you really want to get down with it, you can divide it into quarters as well. And if you do, that'll give you the size of the ball. And then you can go into eighths if you so need to. Anyways, usually between this point, the eighth, and the quarter point, you would have your hairline start. Your brow line is, see, that's the eighths. So 1, 2, it's at the 3/8 mark. Put your brows, you can put them lower than this point. The half mark is your eye line. About here would be your cheekbones, which is also the start of where the jaw goes. And then the bottom of the ball, I always reserve for the bottom of the nose, depending on the type of nose that you're drawing on your character. Because sometimes they can be shorter, and that'll adjust to the proportions, the scale you're drawing. Basically, the face is an equal set of proportions no matter what you're drawing. It's just the way that you place the features and draw the features, and the shapes they take will dictate the shape of the rest of the face. It's interesting that the math involved in it. Okay, so your eye line and the bottom of your nose is actually where you place your ear. And I know I covered that in a different video. These ears are like sticking out like dumbo ears here. But it's a really good reference point if you have trouble placing the ears on the head. Always remember that the top of the ear will go to about the brow line, but the point where the ear attaches to the head is actually the eye line, and the point on the bottom where the ear attaches should be about at the nose. Now the mouth, the center of the mouth should be at that 8th mark, which is like a 7/8 if we're keeping track of actual math points. And you can draw your lips however thin or plush you want. Your eye spacing, you should have about an eye width. See, I've spaced them too far apart here. An eye width between the eyes, and then about half an eye width on either side of the eyes, or a full eye width if you go to the ear, outside the ear. So it'll be like 5 eyes wide across. The nose should fit between the eyes, and the mouth should be, the corners of the mouth should reach the center of the pupils. Obviously, if you're doing different expressions and stuff and twisting the mouth around, but if you're just drawing a basic face, the corners always go through the pupils. So that is kind of a basic breakdown of how to draw the head. This is obviously in pen and very messy, but you get the idea. Anywho, enjoy.